We are almost at the end of this journey of self realization and self development. This is our last episode of Atma Shakti Bikash by Maharaja Swami Someswarananda. If you are sincerely following the practices, then you may have already felt the positive change within yourself. The remaining practices will help you to completely have a grip on your mind and life so that you can divert your life in a positive way which you have really wanted so long. So let's start this final episode of Atma Shakti Bikash. How to become creative. In this era of technological advancements, almost all works can be done by machines. Automations and robotization will soon do all the jobs in your offices and factories. In such a situation, how will you then survive? You have to do those works which only machines will not be able to do. So, only creative people can survive and move forward in their life. There are many ways to become creative. The first trick is to use the four basic signs of mathematics in your life. Just utilize them to make change in the things you want. For example, addition. Previously, radio and recorder existed separately, but now they have been added to a two in one. Then, subtraction. Earlier, microphone, amplifier, and speaker were all connected together by a wire. But now the wire has been subtracted to a cordless mic. Then multiply, that is magnify. Like overhead projector, binocular, microscope, they all actually magnifies things. Divide, that is to reduce. For example, when computer was first invented, it needed almost 2 to 3 halls to fit itself. But now it has been reduced to a laptop and even to a palm top. So let's move to practice 27. Number 1. Think how to use these four basic mathematical signs to make a change in the following items: table, pen, phone, scooter, anything in your surrounding. Number 2. Think among your friends and relatives who are actually influential and how they can help you to progress. Number 3. If you have not thought about earning money only, then which other profession would you have chosen? How you can use that passion now as a side business? How to find coordination? If you can change your perception of seeing certain subjects, persons, or situations, then you can find new solution for them. Previous practices have already discussed about this particular subject. To see something in a different way can give you new solution. You can win over someone's decision with your own decision, but that doesn't mean that it will bring a solution. Especially if you're facing your own parents, your spouse, or your boss, or someone very powerful or influential. So, even if your perception is different, how you both can reach to a particular solution that can be equally acceptable to both of you. It is your skill to reach such an acceptable solution. First, find what the other person wants. Then, make him or her understand that you also want the same thing but just in a different way. Convince the other person that there may be various ways to reach a particular same goal. After that, you can discuss and ultimately find a solution which will be much more acceptable to both of you. Now let's move to practice 28. Suppose your father is a doctor and he wants you to follow his own profession as well. However, you yourself want to be a journalist. Your father has given two logics for becoming you as a doctor. Number one, he can help you in your profession. And number two, even if you don't get a job, you can sustain yourself and earn good amount of money by doing private practice. So now, how to convince him so that he allows you to be a journalist? Number two, suppose you work in a government organization. Now, the person with whom your parents have fixed your marriage doesn't want you to continue your job after marriage. His logics: firstly, if both husband and wife is to work together outside, then the family gets neglected. Secondly, if no one stays home, then there will be no one to attend important phone calls, etc. etc. How can you convince him that even if you continue your job, these problems can be easily tackled and solved? How to test your mind power? Your mind is a very good servant but a very bad master. If you properly dictate your mind, it can do extraordinary jobs. But if you ever allow your mind to be your master, then you will spoil everything and will gradually become helpless. Think, how much have you been able to master your mind? Sometimes taste, how much have you been able to conquer or control your mind? How to do that? Just skip one work from your daily routine, or just stop doing something which you really love to do for a few days at least. That means you are refraining yourself from doing something which you really love to do. This will show you how much have you controlled your mind. Let's move to practice 29. Number 1. Tomorrow you will not read newspaper from 6 am to 6 pm. Number 2. Today from 6 pm onwards till you go to bed, you won't watch television. Number 3. You will not have a cigarette from 11 am to 5 pm. Number 4. You will not have more than a cup of tea throughout the whole day. Now just choose anyone from these four and practice. However uneasy your mind becomes, you should strongly stick to your point. Stand in front of the mirror and challenge yourself. Let's see who is stronger, you or your mind. How to make proper utilization of time? Some say that time is money. This is absolutely wrong. If you are short of money, you can ask someone for a loan. If your money is lost or stolen, you can recover them with the help of police. If you waste money, then you can again earn it back by doing extra effort. However, For time, none of these are possible. If you waste your time, you can never get it back. Neither you can take it as a loan from someone. Hence, time is more valuable than money. From Akbar Badshah to Haripada Clark, from Gandhi to Einstein, whoever it is, time is only 24 hours a day and 365 days a year for all. Those who have properly utilized it will get better job, better future, better life. Without wasting time, how much have we properly utilized it? Depends upon our skill and capability. Actually, there is nothing called time management. It is actually self management. We can't manage ourselves properly. That's why we don't get enough time. Let's move to practice 30. Number 1. In last 24 hours, how much time have you properly utilized in doing work? Number 2. How much time have you given to the works listed below? Like reading newspaper, taking rest, chatting with friends, sleeping, watching television. Number 3. How much time could you have saved from these above mentioned works? Number 4. Every day after returning from office till you go to sleep, how do you spend your time? How much time can you save from that? Number 5. How can you utilize that time more positively? The time which you can save from the above 2 points, how can you utilize that time in achieving a goal? How to do a regular self review? You regularly keep an account of the money you earn, how much you spend, how much you save. Even every day, you arrange your room, your clothes, and everything in your room. In the same way, you need to keep an account of your life. You have to think about it. It becomes easy if you write a diary. Many people write diaries in their own way. So, how will you write for your own self development? Let's move to practice 31. Number 1. Write how long you were awake today. Number 2. How long or how much time you have properly utilized today. Number 3. What new things have you learned today? Number 4. Have you matured more than the last month? If yes, then in what way? Number 5. How much time have you spent today for your self development? And what have you done for that? An ultimate result? What is ultimate result? Number 6. You will never get back today. So think how fruitfully and nicely have you spent today. Write in percentage. Number 7. Tomorrow what will you do or how will you spend to make your life better? How to remove your weakness. Anyone can become Buddha in their happy days. In those happy days, anyone can show their good behavior. However, the actual nature, the real person, comes out in the bad days. How one deals those bad days in a positive way or in a negative way actually shows the real person. Actually, danger is such a situation when you can actually test yourself and your power. Let's now move to practice 32. This is the ultimate practice of this book. Number 1. In your life, you have faced many situations of crisis. In those situations, have you lost your sanity? Have you got tensed or worried? How much? Write in percentage. Number 2. In those days, what did you feel that you are lack of? Courage, ignorance to solution, lack of helpful people, or something else? Number 3. Now decide which powers you really need to increase or culminate within yourself so that you can face the crisis in a better way. Number 4. Decide out of these 32 practices which have been which have been discussed in this book, which practices will be the most beneficial one for you. With this, I, Anindita Ghosh, will end my journey of self realization and self development with you. I bet you have seen a miraculous change within yourself if you have sincerely followed the practices till now. Keep practicing and enjoying your life. However, this is only the end of the episodes. Your practices and the positive impact of this journey will continue to stay with you so that day by day your life gets more meaningful and worthy. Don't waste it since it is an inexpensive gift to you from God. Utilize it, nourish it, and develop it. Wishing you all a happy new year and a happy new life.